This is 7 National News. And in our top story, the UAE Vice President, Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, in his capacity as Chairman of Police and Public Security in Dubai, has issued a resolution approving the retirement of senior police officers. The resolution includes Major General Khalfan Abdallah Al-Muhairi, Major General Rashid Ali Rashid Al-Mazrui, Major General Dr. Jasim Mohammed Jasim Al-Muhairi, Major General Mohammed Eid Al-Mansuri, Major General Mohammed Humaid Al-Suwaidi, Major General Abdul Jalil Mahdi Al-Asmawi, Brigadier Mohammed Obaid bin Abed, and Brigadier Nader Mohammed Fikri. The Commander-in-Chief of Dubai Police, Major General Khamis Matar Al-Mazena, paid tribute to the loyal, dedicated police force pioneers for their achievements. The Office of Presidential Affairs has warned that banks which fail to cooperate and help heavily indebted Emiratis will be penalized. The statements were made on Wednesday by Ahmed Juma Al-Zabi, Deputy Minister of Presidential Affairs and Chairman of the Fund for the Settlement of Bad Debts, who stated that banks that do not support Emiratis to get their heavy debts cleared under a program initiated by the President, His Highness Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan in 2011 will be penalized. Al-Zabi said so far the fund has helped 2,700 out of 6,000 applicants, clearing debts of over 1.8 billion dirhams, with the support of banks, adding that more than 50% of the banks operating in the country have been very helpful and provided concession to help clear the loans of Emiratis under the fund program. He added that in cases of non-cooperation, the names of the banks will be sent and published by the central bank, and there will be no cooperation and support from the government to these banks. The fund operates by banks agreeing to write off 50% of the debtors' loans, while the other half would be settled by the loans fund that would be reimbursed from the debtors through their salaries. The fund was initiated by the President in 2011 with the allocation of 10 billion dirhams to help those Emiratis who were facing lawsuits or police cases related to their bank loans. The Blue Economy Summit made its mark at the ongoing Abu Dhabi Sustainability Week for the first time. It is aimed at addressing the unique climate and sustainability challenges facing small island developing states or SEEDs and marine ecosystems. At a press conference, His Excellency Jean-Paul Adam, Minister for Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Seychelles, and Dr. Thani Ahmed Al-Zayudi, Permanent Representative of the UAE to IRENA and Director of Energy and Climate Change, spoke about the importance of shifting coastal nations and marine environments towards sustainable development. It is a continuation of the Blue Economy concept, which was introduced and debated during the UN's Rio de Janeiro conference in June 2012. It resulted to the urgency of building resilient marine ecosystems, which was recognized as a central theme of global sustainable development, climate mitigation, and poverty eradication. Officials say the Blue Economy Summit in Abu Dhabi is an important milestone in identifying the right policy frameworks that support the shift of SEEDs and coastal regions towards sustainable development, and the UAE is among the key players in ensuring its progress.
We partnered with the government of Seychelles through the leaders, and because we believe that this initiative is going to have a huge impact in the development of such islands. For the UAE, the blue economy is a sub element of the green economy, which the UAE is working heavily in developing the policy, which is going to come very soon. To be announced by the leaders. The blue economy is going to have a huge impact to those countries, and it's going to attract investments as well as develop and build the human capacity in those countries.
The UAE has been a key partner for Seychelles in terms of the blue economy. Firstly, in terms of renewable energy. Energy is one of the biggest challenges for sustainable development. We would not be able to get renewable energy off the ground without some key investments in core infrastructure. This is what the UAE has brought. They've done the first offshore wind farm in Seychelles. It's the first renewable energy project. And this is now possible to be sustained through the feeding into the grid system that we have established, but it would not have been possible without the initial investment through a grant from the UAE.
The We Are All Police program recorded 31,118 traffic violations last year in Dubai, an average of 85 fines a day. The program is assigned to receive reports of traffic violations and reckless drivers from residents. Out of the total number, 12,324 violations were recorded by roadside surveillance cameras and 18,564 were reported by individuals. The program works through the command and control room in the General Directorate of Operations at Dubai Police. Major General Mohammed Saif Al-Zafin, Director of the Dubai Police Traffic Department, was quoted as saying that people observing traffic violations can call the toll-free number 800-4353, adding that a fine is not issued until the complaint has been verified. The reports are divided into two categories. Those received from directors of local departments and the military are immediately recorded, and complaints from civilians are reviewed by specialists in the General Directorate of Traffic. While tobacco use plays a role in causing a 68% of worldwide deaths from non-communicable diseases, figures revealed by health officials have shown that an average of 6.24 billion cigarettes are sold in the UAE each year. Dr. Widad Al-Maidur, head of tobacco control at the UAE Ministry of Health, also added that the use of shisha is growing, especially among the youth, with more than 1,000 cafes in operation across the country. The figures were presented at the first Arabian Gulf Public Health Research Conference, which saw medical experts from across the GCC discussing trends and challenges in combating non-communicable diseases. Dr. Widad also highlighted that a UAE survey undertaken in collaboration with the WHO had shown that the proportion of children aged 13 to 15 years who had tried smoking had increased from 20% in 2002 to 29.2% in 2013. The MOH official added that the UAE now needs to work on stemming indirect advertising, which encourages tobacco use by depicting it on TV shows, movies, and other programs. Finally, in the bulletin, it has been announced that the second Arab Women's Sports Tournament will take place from the 2nd to the 12th of February 2014, bringing 900 female athletes from 14 countries as they compete in 7 different games. The announcement came during a press conference where the organizing committee stated that this year's event will be held at 10 different venues across Sharjah and will feature games that include basketball, volleyball, table tennis, athletics, fencing, shooting, and archery. The event is part of the initiative of Her Highness Sheikha Jawahir bint Mohammed Al Qasimi, the wife of His Highness, the ruler of Sharjah, aimed at highlighting women's sporting skills and capabilities, as well as to promote health and social benefits of sports in women's lives. The UAE will have 6 different clubs that also includes Sharjah Ladies Club participating in all 7 games. According to the organizers, the tournament allows the development of women's sport in the region and will eventually allow them to prepare the national team for the Olympics. For the players, it is an occasion to test their sporting abilities and gain experience of competing on an international stage.
The Arab Women's Sports Tournament is basically building the girls' self-confidence. Other than that, it is putting them on a par with the rest of the world in a competitive way, especially in the sports world. The girls have shown great endurance, and they've been attending all their practices. It's been great seeing them develop and nurture within the Arab Women's Sports Tournament. The next level we aim to, as I mentioned before in many of the interviews I have made, is the girls in the past used to only dream to go to the club to maintain their physique. However, the Arab Women's Sports Tournament is basically a platform where the girls are now competing with one another on an international level, on an Arab level, and soon their next mission is to go and compete in the Olympics. And this is where the girls are striving for, and the Arab Women's Sports Tournament is basically a platform for them to compete and practice for the Olympics.
Proving myself to our country, to show the world the Arabic woman can prove herself and can play like a man. It's not they are not any different from the man and the woman. And I hope we this year and another year prove ourselves and have a medallion and become a champion.